Saperra, welcome to Real Life with Dr. Ridah Khan. How are you?
I am brilliant. Thank you for having me on today, Dr. Khan. Absolute pleasure.
How has lockdown been treating you? Have you been able to keep sane? Because I know you're based in South London.
Yeah. I mean, through the grace of God, His benevolence, and just lockdown in general, man, it's, there's a lot of negative connotations attached with the things happening through lockdown. But at the same time, the reason Raf Saperra is sitting here in front of you right now, Dr. Khan, is due to lockdown. Using that time, to whether it was through social media, Instagram, music covers, slowly but surely, it was, I was kind of finding my feet, building an organic reach with an audience that likes the kind of sound that I'm coming with. Essentially, Raf Saperra, if I was to sum it up in an audio visual kind of log line, I would be someone who's very desi, very tet, very pendu with my Punjabi, but at the same time, very unapologetically British, and pushing culture, whether it's from the Punjabi side or whether it's from the London side.
Yeah.
But when you watch my stuff, you should know who I am as an individual.
I really love that about you, Raf. And I was going to say, I heard your song Milli-1, and I love the fact that the tone of your voice, having that element of Punjabi folk music with the urban kickback. I was shook that you're from South London. I was like, what an explosive combination. But what I wanted to ask you, Raf, it occurred to me naturally when I saw like your music and I saw your video, that you could have had a choice of going into the UK grime scene, but you chose to stay true to your roots and you've picked the Punjabi music scene. How important is that for you?
It's mad because even like with my upbringing, I haven't had a lot of upbringing like Desi-Frenzy through music. But at the same time, it's like growing up in my town, most of my friends are from an Afro-Caribbean kind of background. And even like, you know how it is with friendship circles, it's still like my mates, I put them on shamelessly, like, yo, you got to check out Kaka Perniola, they know Guldeep Mana, they know Stanas Khan Sahab. But at the same time, when you're sitting with your group, you ain't going to be banging out the Monarch classics. You're going to be listening to, what the contemporary sound is, whether we're sitting around listening through our Sony Ericssons back in these days in school, when people would send music via Bluetooth and infrared. Are we listening to, all right, this is the new Skep the Tune, this is like the new Gigs joint, this is, and it was just seeing, and it was appreciating the culture, like, look how things, there's no label behind this, there's nothing but the streets, and that love will put you into someone's house or into someone's playlist if the individual really likes it. So that was what my aim with my Punjabi stuff is like, as a recording artist, I want to only be seen as a Punjabi artist. And I want to still have that influence where maybe someone's sending their mates, whether they're Punjabi or non-Punjabi, a Raf Saperra tune. Like, what could make, when we were growing up, what was that energy? Like, what made me download a song and send it to someone else and get that circulating? And I think that's culture. You will only push what you identify with, which is why, my videos look how they look, because I'm directing them. So
how important is it for you to direct your music videos and to be part of that creative process?
I'm not a very trusting person by nature, so I personally feel I don't really feel anyone will deliver. It's just about being in safe hands. Now, I've worked with a lot of music producers so far, G-Funk, Frenzy, and we've got a few other people in the pipeline. But the point is, it's just I don't feel safe submitting myself in a visual capacity to another director, because I don't think they're seeing what I've got in my head and where I want to take Punjabi music. And it's I want to hit the ball straight out of the park, man. Like, I want more collaborations, like You saw Sidhu Moosewala with Still Bangles and Mist. You know, this is culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this, you know what I'm saying? It's like, let's pride ourselves on the fact that we are from UK, and let's start moving like we're from the UK.
Exactly.
That's just how I look at it.
Raf, when you see the public's reaction to your music, especially to like Milli-1, you see them driving their car, blasting their songs, working out to your music, that appreciation of your music in their everyday life, how does it feel like coming this far?
I'll be honest, it's happening so fast that I feel a bit numb to it. So when I see it, I'm like, oh, thank you, man. But I feel I'll really, really, really sink that emotion in when just, I think for any performer, that primitive kind of just, you know, like, it's like theatre, man. I have to be there, I've got to perform, and I've got to see the audience's reaction. And मैनू लगदा है फिर जाके मैनू पता लगूगा कि भाई यार, like, mans are really, you know, rating what we're doing. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what story do you want to share with your music to your audience? Like, what's the big goal for this whole journey for the future?
Nothing. I'm not that calculated that I would have thought of all that stuff. जो भी हो रहा है रब दी रज़ा नाल हो रहा है. I'll swear to you, it's just मेहनत ते बंदे अपने हिसाब नाल करदे ही करदे ने. हर बंदे जेड़ा भी बंदा इस फील्ड च है, मैनू लगदा है हर बंदे ने अपनी own struggle कीती आ. But it's just, you know, I just want to keep my intentions and my heart clean, because, you know, luck and blessings don't last forever. You know, maybe this Raf Saperra hype might be for 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 20 years. We don't know. But as long as, you know, we have positive feedback, you know, I just don't want to abuse the blessing that God's put on me right now, man. ਇਹ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ stupid ਲੱਗਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ
No,
ਦਿਨਾਂ
I
'ਚ.
actually really relate to that because आपको लगता है कि whatever is in your kismet, in your destiny, it's going to happen. Like God, you're a vessel for God to work through you. If you want to do music, you're going to do music. You're going to touch people's lives through that.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like in the traditional sense, like I'm not no, you know, ridiculously good-looking guy to jump in front of the camera and do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. So I can
I
only
thought you could
encourage.
look at some music videos like he's fit.
Like that. All right, say no. No, but on a level, it's just like I am a complete outsider, and that is what the main story I want to push in this thing is. मेरा कोई इंडस्ट्री ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੋਈ ਗॉडफादर ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ. ਮੇਰੀ ਕੋਈ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਗੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਔਲਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਕਿ ਭਾਈ ਇਹ ਪੈਸੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਲਿਆਂਦੇ ਨੇ. ਰੱਬ ਦੀ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਏ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ, and ਜਦੋਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ hopefully respectfully as well, man. That's just all I pray.
Raf, you know, in the music scene, the business part of it is a lot of it's to do with views these days, how many people stream your songs. So how do you separate that race from being authentic to yourself and just wanting to make music that you love and hopefully people would love too? But your music video has done incredibly well. You've gotten over 3 million views in a matter of a week. That's really great. Music must be really happy about that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's juggling the two. And whereas as an individual, I juggle a lot, whether that's audio or visuals. I think that's got to come with the game as well, man. Because we got to realize, I mean this respectfully, but I think in some ways, the infrastructure in UK, you know, I feel like UK used to be the mecca of all Bhangra related Punjabi music, man. Bande the aande si. And that's not going on anymore. But why is that not going on anymore? I want to kind of learn that, the business side of it, push myself because I'm an independent artist, essentially. But at the same time, you know, this project that I've done, a collaboration with Sony Music India, and you know the push that labels give, man. This you know, like at the end of the day, Glassy Rhythm's done really well, and you know, Milli-1's done even better. But my point is, I'm always, as I mentioned earlier, I just want to be in tune with, all right, these are the views, this is that, but what are the people saying? Like, what are the streets saying? Am I standing on the road and someone driving past in their car and they're blasting my song and they don't know me? That for me is success.
That's success.
you know what I'm saying? Like with views and stuff like that, there's a lot of marketing strategies people can put in. But when your hood or when your neighborhood and when your streets are bumping you, that's when I feel that you're popping. And so far so good, man, you know.
No, it's been a great. And Raf, I would love to hear a song from you. Definitely, like, we have you on the show, we need to hear something.
All right.
Anything that comes to mind.
ਰੜ ਕੇ ਮੇਲੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਇਆ ਟਾਕਰਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜੱਟ ਤੇ ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਲੜ ਪਏ ਬਾਣੀਏ ਨੇ ਜੱਟ ਢਾਲਿਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੇਖਦੇ ਤਮਾਸ਼ਾ ਖੜ ਕੇ ਹੋ ਜੱਟ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉੱਠ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਛੱਡੂਗਾ ਤੌਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੜ ਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੱਟ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉੱਠ ਲੈਣ ਦੇ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਬੋਲੀ. Quite like that one.
That was really, really great. That's so amazing. So I wanted to ask you before we leave, Raf, what is your goal for the rest of the year? I know we're in lockdown, you can't perform, but is performance very important for you to go out?
We're going to perform. We need to, like, lockdown's been holding me down for the longest, but as I said, there's a lot of blessings that have come because of this lockdown. But at the same time, when lockdown gets lifted and kick in, and now I can see the audiences and like let's make noise, bro. I'm not here to make I'm not saying I'm making dirty music, but at the same time I'm not here making clean, respectful, you know, listen quietly music. Like, I want to make noise. I want the streets to be wilding, and I want to see all my hooligans turning up to the shows and wilding up, you know. I want that energy.
Raf, I think what you represent is so great, how you're bringing the street culture to Punjabi music, and you've got this urban kickback. You're from South London, you're close to where I'm based.
Where's that?
So great. Huh?
Whereabouts you based in South?
So I'm in Sutton in Surrey.
Oh, right. I'm in Thornton Heath still.
So you're really close to me.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're from Stormzy's hood.
There we go. Now I'm born and raised.
We need that collaboration now.
I'm just in Thornton Heath right now for this recording.
Oh, you're so in Streatham. I don't know if it was one of Dave or someone shot a video there, didn't they?
Yeah, Dave's from Streatham.
Yeah, he's from so see, this is meant to be this whole journey. And I think it's so great. Like I said, this Punjabi, I really call it an explosive combination. We needed that. Like, our generation really needed this. And I hope this opens eyes for a lot of non-Asians and introduces them to Punjabi music. It's been such a pleasure talking to you. I wish you all the best, Raf.
Thanks so much, man.
See you at a show soon.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Yeah. All right, take care. Bye.
Take care, Dr. Khan. Bye-bye.